Welcome to Bad Gear, the show about the world's most hated audio tools. Every now and then, even an old-school synthesizer pioneer turned lifestyle brand like Roland manages to churn out a piece of gear that doesn't fit the concept of this show. Professional features like we're back in the 80s live in harmony with modern cutting-edge technology graced by a generous UI and great form factor. Today we are going to talk about the TR-6S. Roland took the basic functionality of its bigger sibling, the great TR-8S drum machine, vulcanized it, stripped it from almost all the aforementioned gorgeous gear goodness and made sure that it comes with a healthy price tag. Well, Roland gonna Roland.
At the first glance, the TR-6S is ticking all the boxes. A compact anthracite-colored enclosure that features both the dynamically assignable color spectrum of a pack of gummy bears and a tasteful hint of Ira green, non-velocity sensitive step buttons. Too small even for my tiny microcorg hands and the usual 80s style display from hell. In spite of the modest MC101-like appearance, the unit comes with a powerful and diverse set of sound generators. Fully tweakable ACB synth engine incarnations of classics like the 808 and 909, countless internal samples of drums, percussions, sound FX, bleeps, bloops, vocal snippet cliches,
break,
basic waveforms, basses, chords, and other Roland synth tone relics. And last but certainly not least, a collection of simple FM sounds. The FM engines are tailored to the dedicated sound categories and can be modified with a morph parameter, reminiscent of Yamaha's DX200. These sounds are the foundation of so-called instruments, which can be tweaked even further with one freely assignable LFO and FX section each. Filters, dynamics and different methods of sound enhancement, and destruction are only one tedious tour through the menu structure away. One parameter per instrument is assignable to the control knob though. Six instruments can be combined to a kit and sweetened with delay, reverb, and Master FX. And leave a comment if you found a way to use the sidechain functionality. Sample import from an SD card is a bit sluggish but works like a charm. This respectable library of tones is controlled by a sequencer in the tradition of the TR family. Patterns consist of 8 variations with a maximum of 16 steps each. They can be chained for longer musical motifs, turned into fill-in variations and filled with random creations. Even true school drum machine fanatics will appreciate modern-day amenities like nudge, substeps, flams, probability, motion recording, and rudimentary per-step automation. Real-time recording is limited due to the lack of velocity of the tiny pads, but I appreciate the versatile accent functionality and step loop and scatter are usable quick and sturdy live performance gimmicks. Given the abundance of features, one might hope for the almost groovebox-like usability known from similar instruments of other manufacturers, but I didn't find a way to play samples chromatically. Sure, you can use motion recording for basic melodies, but the process of translating the tune parameter to actual notes is tiresome. The lack of multiple outputs doesn't come as a surprise, but USB audio allows for recording of individual tracks if you can live with the usual limitations. 5-pin MIDI gives me hope, but the drum machine, which can be powered using USB and batteries, is not exactly cheap. Thanks to Synth Anatomy for lending me another machine from the collection.
The TR-6S comes with plenty of great drum sounds and professional features. Is it on par with the competition or just another limited idea sketchpad?
You have already heard the TR-6S in today's intro tune. As expected, the TR-707 drum kit does its job flawlessly. Here's a little greeting from the initial "I have no idea what I'm doing" phase.
That was not exactly a banger, but it gives us a glimpse into both the limitations and possibilities of the drum machine. While I like the overall timbre of the drum sounds, you really have to get used to the scaled down interface. The 6 voices of the TR-6S are not much. Let's load a classic drum break and crank the internal FX. That's much more to my liking. Roland really nailed the FX section, and although dedicated mute buttons would have been nice, I appreciate the faders. Sample handling is basic but usable. The lack of a chromatic mode is a real limitation, especially when using the TR-6S as the centerpiece of a setup. This left me with 3 options for the finale. A. Minimal techno. B. A trap remix of Pink's Let's Get the Party Started. Or C. Half Xenonesque, half dark hard Cjbeards, go a trance Roland core. Verdict. The TR-6S is a great sounding drum machine that works well in many genres. At the same time, Roland made sure that consumers have to keep investing in their ecosystem. You want a compact setup that allows you to play a quick melody, add an MC101 to the shopping list. You need a real UI for live performance and studio work, get a TR-8S, which isn't that much more expensive than its little sibling. This makes total sense from a business perspective. It is frustrating given some of the more powerful competitors and as Roland as it possibly gets. The only way to make it even more Roland would be to include a D-beam. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, become a patron and leave a comment what other kind of gear you would like to see and hear on the show. Thanks to all my patrons for supporting the channel and welcome to the monthly Vocoder Shoutouts. I just found out that the great people of Tier 4 fits nicely onto the memory of a Boss SB202. Well, at least a recording of their names. Let's explore its vocal mangling potential.
No. Polaroids of pyramids. Silicon bassist. Marinus Marienhoven. Eduard.
Rocco, let's go.
Tiers 5 and 6, Dagobert Michelsen opted for the Roland VT3 voice transformer. Frequent viewers of this show might know that I just recently failed to use the Darkstar vocoder for this shoutout. I think I figured it out. Christine. Again, thank you so much for supporting the channel. See you next month.